Today, we dive deep into the deadliest weapons that made Rome unstoppable. The gladius was the weapon that built an empire. Short, sharp, and lethal, this sword was designed for stabbing in tight formations. Unlike the long swords of other civilizations, the gladius was perfect for close-quarters combat, allowing Roman legions to fight in unbreakable ranks. A single thrust could take down an enemy, making it one of the deadliest weapons of the ancient world. The pilum wasn't just a spear, it was a weapon of strategy, designed to bend on impact. This heavy javelin became useless once it hit an enemy's shield, forcing opponents to discard their defenses. With enemies left exposed, Roman soldiers could advance and strike with ease. No other army had a weapon quite like it. The ballista, long before gunpowder, the Romans had their own version of artillery, the ballista. This giant crossbow could launch bolts with deadly accuracy, taking down soldiers and even penetrating walls. Used in both siege warfare and open battles, the ballista was a game-changer, allowing Rome to strike fear into their enemies from a distance. The Scorpio. If the ballista was the sniper, the Scorpio was the machine gun of ancient Rome. Smaller, faster, and deadly accurate, the Scorpio could fire multiple bolts in rapid succession. It was a nightmare for enemy troops, cutting them down before they even reached the Roman lines. The onager. Siege warfare was where Rome truly excelled, and the onager was its wrecking ball. This powerful catapult could hurl giant boulders, smashing enemy fortifications with ease. No city was safe when the Romans brought out their onagers, making them a must-have for any major invasion. The testudo formation, not just a weapon, but a strategy, the testudo, or tortoise formation, turned Roman soldiers into an unstoppable force. By locking their shields together, they became nearly impervious to arrows and projectiles. This formation allowed them to advance under heavy fire, overwhelming enemies without fear. The caraballista. Imagine a ballista, but on wheels. The caraballista was a mobile siege weapon that allowed Romans to bring their artillery straight onto the battlefield. This terrifying weapon made it nearly impossible for enemies to escape the reach of Roman firepower. The spatha. While the gladius was ideal for infantry, Roman cavalry needed a longer reach. Enter the spatha, a longer sword that allowed Roman horsemen to slash at their enemies from above. Eventually, the spatha replaced the gladius in later years as Rome adapted its combat style. The plumbata. A hidden weapon of the Roman legions, the plumbata was a throwing dart with a lead weight for extra force. Roman soldiers could carry multiple darts and unleash them before engaging in close combat, weakening the enemy before the fight even began. The arqueballista. Though not as famous as their siege weapons, the Romans also experimented with handheld crossbows known as the arqueballista. These weapons gave individual soldiers an advantage in ranged combat, further increasing the deadliness of the Roman army.